Make a top 25 games of all time list? Easy. Why is this so hard? That's what she said. Number 25, Prince of Persia, the entire series. Wow, Prince of Persia. Amazing series with great platforming, fun combat, and some nifty game mechanics throughout the entire series. My friend and I used to play Prince of Persia all damn day. I swear we grew beards that rivaled Dumbledore and Gandalf. Recently, Prince of Persia got an HD collection and it's pretty cheap. I highly recommend picking it up. Number 24, Final Fantasy Tactics for the PSP. I'm aware that Final Fantasy Tactics has been released for more than one console, but the one I played it for was the PSP. Now, when I first got this game, I was going through a really tough time in my life, so maybe it's that reason why Final Fantasy Tactics has a special place in my heart. As silly as it may sound, this was the game that got me through an otherwise really awful point in my life. You can snag this beauty up for free if you're a PlayStation Plus member, otherwise it's about $10 US on the PlayStation Store. God of War, the series. Time to exact revenge and fuck bitches. And I'm not even kidding about the sex part, by the way. God of War, along with another series, we'll get into that a little bit later on in this list, were the grandfathers of the now popular hack and slash genre of gaming. We have seen many games be released that try to replicate these games, however they can never seem to hit the stride that God of War did. Kratos is and always will be a face of gaming. Number 22, Snowboard Kids 2. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This game is better than God of War? Get the fuck out, you flaming piece of shit. Well, this is my list, so go procreate with yourself. This game was a huge part of my childhood. A lot of people were on a Mario Kart high. However, this was the action racing game that kept me up all night. This is a very cutesy and crazy fun game. Ah, man, right into nostalgia. Pokémon Stadium, the series. Okay, so here's a story time. Back in my day, there were magical places where you could rent video games, one of which was called Blockbuster. And yeah, you heard me right, you could actually rent video games and play them for an allotted time and decide whether you liked it. Well, one day I went to Blockbuster with my mommy and I saw Pokémon Stadium 2 and rented that shit instantaneously. I got home and played it and played it and played it, and if you could guess, I played it. One day I wake up and I can't find Pokémon Stadium 2. So I obviously start flipping shit like any regular kid would do. Turns out my mom had to return the rental. I cried. I was a bitch. Fuck you. Number 20, Sonic and Knuckles. At this point in my life, I had been fucking with Nintendo since forever, and I wanted some change. Thus, my mommy bought me a Sega Genesis. It wasn't too long after that when I found Sonic and Knuckles. Now, I had played many Sonic games prior, but fuck me sideways, this game was perfection to me. I wasted days playing this game. I thought Knuckles was the baddest motherfucker that ever existed. Needless to say, I was pretty damn hooked. Number 19, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Every top games list has to have a Rockstar Gamer 200 in there. My choice is San Andreas. This game is, in my opinion, the best Grand Theft Auto ever made. One of the main reasons is because this is shockingly the only GTA where you get to make the protagonist your own. You want to be a fat lazy shit? Why not? You want to lift, bro? Go ahead. It really is the little things, that's what she said, in life that make it worth it. Number 18, Dark Cloud. I just got a chance to play this game last year and wow, this is the epitome of an action RPG. This game is awesome in every respect. The combat is fun, the story is intriguing, and there are survival aspects in the game such as needing to drink water and being conservative with your weapons because they have a limited use. This game is just Coming in at number 17, we have Dragon Age Origins. Shit, What doesn't this game do right? The combat is awesome, story is enveloping, character development is great, role-playing aspects are executed sublimely. If there is an action RPG you want to play on your next-gen console / PC, make it Dragon Age Origins. Number 16, Uncharted 2. For a few years during my life, I was only playing games like Call of Duty and Halo, so I missed out on a lot of great single-player opportunities. I was addicted to them, what can I say? However, one day in 2009, my friend let me borrow Uncharted 2. My god. Awesome gameplay, breathtaking visuals, an action-packed story, and funny dialogue make Uncharted 2 one of the best games ever. Nathan Drake is a badass and is humorous and extremely likable. You need this game if you own a PlayStation 3. Number 15, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. This was my first handheld experience where I felt like I was playing a game that is better than most console games. Usually handheld games must be held back due to hardware constraints, but not with Crisis Core. This combat system drew me in so damn much, and the story, oh my goodness, the story. Next game, please. Number 14, Phoenix Wright, the series. Speaking of handheld games, this is among the highest caliber of them all. You must take the place of an attorney looking to investigate and win your cases in the court of law. It sounds boring, but for the love of freaking chinchillas, this game is crazy fun. Own a DS and don't have this game? You have two choices. You can buy it or kill yourself. Pokémon, generations 1 through 3. This was almost everyone's childhood at the time. Pokemon was the craze. I swear you would go into my school and people were dealing drugs, except not drugs but Pokemon cards. Seeing as though I lived in a bad part of town, I guess that was just practice, but for me, the handheld Pokemon games gave me dreams. If some random pixelated guy could get hundreds of little animals, then surely I can get a girlfriend, right? Right? Number 12, Fallout 3. When I first got Fallout 3, it was from a rental. I returned it the next day. For whatever reason, I thought this game was scary as shit. Gigantic roaches, random ass faces shooting you in a grocery store. What the fuck kind of shit is this? However, a year or so later, I played it again, fell in love with everything about the game, and there you have it. Number 11, Super Mario 64. It was only a matter of time before this popped up on the list. You want to talk about childhoods? Motherfucker, I said, do you want to talk about childhoods? Cool. I shouldn't need to elaborate. This game is the beast's penis. Number 10, Resident Evil 4. Everyone loved the older Resident Evil games. Me, not so much. Sure, they were awesome in terms of story, but I hated the controls and the camera. Resident Evil 4 fixed that for me. It was an intense, chilling, and an incredibly well story experience. This game can be played on multiple platforms, so you have no excuse to not play it. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. This and some other handheld Zelda game that I can't remember are the only ones that I have ever beaten. They were just the most interesting and fun to me. Say all you want about the cartoony cel-shaded graphics, but damn, I really love this game. I beat it about 3 times along with a buddy of mine, figuring out the puzzles, progressing through the story. Oh man, it was all so great. I really wish I still had this game. Suck your dick for it. Devil May Cry, the series. Earlier when I was talking about God of War, I mentioned another game that became a model for hack and slash games. DMC is that game. The first was so awesome, the third was skull fucking, and the fourth fucked my mother. I haven't played the reboot yet though. It looks really good though, to be honest. One thing I don't understand though is why they never made a second Devil May Cry.
But Omega!
They never made a second Devil May Cry. Number 7, Super Smash Bros. Melee. This game has ended more friendships than Kim Kardashian has blown black guys. So frustrating, but so fun. This game is a lot like masturbation. It feels so good while you're playing it, but when you finish, you realize you're just fucking yourself. That joke is old and irrelevant, like your mom. Boom! Number 6, Heavy Rain. Hey, are you a man? Hey, do you have a ball sack? Play this game and you will no longer be a man, nor will you have a ball sack. This game will put you through some of the toughest damn decisions ever. You will probably never have to make a decision in your life that is harder than wanting the choice to say, fuck you, Jason. Fuck yeah. Okay? Number 5, Halo 3. Hours wasted. Campaign completed roughly 1,000 times. Hayabusa, Recon, Level 50, Custom Games, Theater, MOG, Montage, BR Snipers on Guardian. This is the best multiplayer experience of all time. No ifs, ands, or asses. Number 4, Shadow of the Colossus. I played this game last year, and I swear to you on everything I despise, no game has made my jaw hit the floor so damn hard. I was in awe, puppy-eyed. Everything felt so epic, so cool, so awful, so beautiful, so sad. This game, with very few words, will put you through an emotional roller coaster. Shadow of the Colossus isn't a game you should play, but a form of media you need to experience. This game is an art, a masterpiece. Number 3, Kingdom Hearts. Where do I begin? How in the hell do you mix Disney characters into a touching RPG and have it work flawlessly? How? How? This is probably the best action RPG I've ever played, and one of the best games, period. Please, if you do one thing with your existence, just one, finish watching this video. Number 2, The Walking Dead by Telltale Games. Why isn't this number 1? For the simple fact that it isn't yet complete. For all I know, Season 2 of this masterpiece of a game could be awful. However, as it stands now, Season 1 of the Walking Dead video game is one of the best experiences I've had in my 18 years of existing. This game will hit you in the feels and provide really tough decisions as well as character development and awesome dialogue. Assuming there is a God, if I were him, I would make playing this game mandatory to get into heaven. And my number 1 game of all time, my favorite game of all time, is Mass Effect, the series. Awesome gameplay, awesome dialogue, fantastic storytelling, immaculate character development. These all make Mass Effect my favorite game of all time. This is a must play for anyone that even remotely exists. Well, those are my top 25 games. What are some of your favorite games? Leave it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.